I love me some Menace, guys. I keep talking about updating the Menace tier list as far as characters. We've got 3 new characters, to be fair. I've been playing a lot. The game's been changing a lot. And yeah, I think it's important that we go through and we talk about these characters and we re-rate them based on the new meta of the game, the way that the game plays. My opinion, of course, and then just basically give an overall assessment. There's no great formula here. It's just a tier list. My opinion. That's enough of a disclaimer. Let's get into it. Not talk too much. So, right off the bat, we're going to start with Mrs. Darby Darbs, Jane Darby. And so we can see right here, I'm just going to tell you, Jane Darby is a phenomenal character. Darby's attacks disable enemy special weapons for 1 turn. Highly valuable stuff right there. Really can make a big difference. Save your units, you name it. She is incredibly potent. She's one of the only units that gets these covert ops, so she gets lots of concealment. Sharpshooter is absolutely bonkers. Love it. And then, of course, ambush. Holy. Just makes her even more potent when she's attacking from a concealed position. Vanguard, can't say enough good about it. I'm not going to tell you how to play Darby. I've got a guide on it. Playing her, and even an expert, she just carries. She absolutely waylays. This is a character that is very, very strong. It's a no-brainer, guys. She was there last time. She's going to be there again. Darby is S tier. Period. Dot. Just hope y'all don't mind. I do a lot of work. I'm working all the time. I keep meaning to make this video, and I'm just doing it Spitfire. I'm actually on my way to go do a soccer training, and so I'm going to do this video real quick, and then I'm out the door. But anyways, Darby, S tier. Moving right along, let's take a look at Mr. Pikey Pike. And so you're looking at this from my expert playthrough. I can jump over and look at my normal game or another expert game, but we're just going to do it from here. And so this is Mr. Pikey Pike. Mr. Pike is fantastic. He has the ability to grant action points, okay? So that gives Pike some versatility right out the gate. Pike is an old head who does not have a lot of growth potential. Right here, growth potential 2. Now you can see in my playthrough, which I've played a lot, he has grown. It's not that he hasn't grown. You see the green, that's his growth. Very nice. We see that, we're very, very good, okay? Long story boring. And so, he's really grown in his precision, but Pike is grown. So, with that said, his stats and his abilities and all that, he's very solid, but he's not going to grow much. With tons of gameplay and tons of playing, of course, anyone will. It's all repetition. Now, he gets standby within tier 1. Holy. Standby is such a great ability, guys. Don't sleep on it. This forces the enemy to act and allows you to waste a turn. It can be a really big deal. Not waste a turn, but prolong a turn. And so, really good stuff. Now, I got call out target on him. This is really good if you're struggling to find, where are we at right here? This, or target designator. If you're struggling to find the target designator, then you absolutely want this. Target designator isn't a very, very pricey item in my opinion, and it's far superior to target call out, but this is for free. Also, target designator, while it has a much larger range and you have to have the RNG to find it, you have to take a knee and deploy in order to utilize it. Whereas this, you can just use period dot. Now, what he really gets that's really good is this. This is my rifle. This allows Pike to play as a true squatty and to carry these really ridiculously powerful guns like the enhanced EM assault rifle, maybe even the MK22 mod 1. These expensive guns, the gun that I really like to run on him, of course, I like the bar mod 1 on him. It's not bad. But I think my favorite gun to run on him is the R22A1 MRS, which these are all expensive guns, guys. This cuts it in half. Cuts the cost of that gun in half. It's a really big deal. And then, of course, Pike gets Stalwart, where he never gives up. Really good. Keeps that morale up. And Pike never flees. That's a really big deal. Firing line reduces the AP cost of consecutive shots. If you're running This Is My Rifle and you play him in that way often, this is a no-brainer. This is really good on Pike. And then, yeah, he's got some versatility, but yeah, when he stands next to allies, he gives them accuracy bonuses and whatnot. So long story boring, Pike can be played as a general support who gives action points and can go in on the cheap, which you see right here in this build. Or he can go in as a solid unit with lots of squaddies, or even just a few squaddies, using rifles, hitting people hard. Really good stuff. He has a lot of versatility. Pike is a powerful character. And with that, I would say Pike is S tier as well. This guy is bonkers. I have to say, I should have said this at the beginning of the video, every character has value, guys. Every character has value. Which brings us on to Rewa. Listen, this character, holy, she's a pilot, okay? Rewa, she's got Revel and Slaughter, plus 6% accuracy and discipline for each unit destroyed, with, of course, a max of 5. Hold, she's going to destroy them, guys. She gets Tank Buster in Tier 1. Roadkill's a lot of fun in your early game, can do a lot of good stuff. Don't recommend it. If you're on Expert, don't do it. It's just my opinion. Tank Buster, really, really good. Grind Down, really, really good. Drive By, really, really good. Berserk, it's good, but, it's good. And then, yeah, she gets access to Vanguard. She gets all this stuff. Fury, Finisher. She does damage. She is unbelievably aggressive and can really kill and get a lot done. You will want Rewa all the time and everything. She is a mega powerful unit. Now, you can put her in some light vehicles. That's fine. I would suggest putting her in something a little bit heavier. And at the very least, once you get up to it, you give her the M6 CMG. When you give her this M6 CMG with the CMG 50 MMG, maybe you want the mounted chain gun, maybe in the grenade launcher. I wouldn't suggest the grenade launcher personally. I would go right here with this as a light gun. This build right here, absolutely bonkers. Once you get this M6 CMG, your run is going to start going really smooth. Everything's going to turn up. Of course, you can put her on other things down the line. Twin, Griffin, you name it. Have fun, play with it. But once you get to that point in their run, it's a cakewalk. She's going to destroy so much, guys. Rewa is another one of those characters. Really, really strong. Really, really powerful. Does not have a lot of versatility, in my opinion. You're going to want her for defensive. You're going to want her for attack. But when she attacks, man, she attacks well. Best defense is a good offense, is what they say, right? Well, that's her. She's all attack. With that said, I really, really want to put her S tier. I'm tempted to put her A tier. I think she is S tier. She just lacks some versatility, in my opinion. But what she does so well. I think she's S tier. Moving right along, taking a look at Carda. Now, Carda, holy, this is a fantastic unit right here. The problem with Carda is she doesn't start fantastic. Carda has really bad stats, but her stat growths are phenomenal. She's an investment. Growth potential of 9. I did not pick up growth potential as a perk. I personally don't think you need to. She's got enough of it. If you want it, more power to you. Play the game your way. But as you can see, her stat growths have been pretty phenomenal. Look at this precision. Bear in mind, Pike over here, 38. Holy. Darby, 99. Let's not talk about that. She's crazy. But Carda, I mean, look at her stat growth, guys. Pretty good. And I use Darby all the time. I've used Rewa a lot. I've used Pike a fair amount. Not to shoot, mind you, but look at those stat growths. Regardless, that's her in a nutshell. Right here, you can see starts the mission with a negative 15% accuracy discipline, but it's a stacking bonus of 5% up to 8, on round 8. She basically hits max. And so really, really good stuff. Fantastic. She starts rough, out of craters, and then goes and goes. As you're using her in the early game, it's going to be painful. But as you get to the mid game, she's going to be somebody you're finding yourself relying on often. And then when you get to the late game, you're basically going to want her all the time. Now, she gets call out target in Tier 1. This is really beneficial early game. But in retrospect, you're probably going to wish you didn't have it late game. Like I said about the target designator, really, honestly, guys, call out target is not very useful late game at all. It falls off hard. So I would urge you to overcome your desire to have that and your want, and to go with athletics and just suffer through it, because once you start to find your target designators, you're not going to miss it. And for 10 AP, you're going to take a knee, and then you're going to mark out target, and it's going to be glorious. And then you get the cheaper movement anyways. So I'd much rather have athletic on her than call out target. But regardless, share the load is her is the cake and butter. You're like, holy crap. This thing, cake and butter. Anyways, +1 special weapon for each squaddy up to 100%. Yeah. So when she's running this Mao is supposed to only have 3 shots. But because of that perk right there, she absolutely gets a ton of them. And so really, really useful there. She is mobile infantry. I highly suggest it. Tank busting, yeah. You want her with a heavy, you want her with a special weapon, and you want it to be something that destroys vehicles because she's going to do it really effectively. And then you get full send, minus 10 AP, vehicle weapon or special weapon for consecutive use. Special weapon. And then team spirit. This is really fun. I really enjoyed it. Anytime she's getting a kill, everybody's happy for it. Plus 5% accuracy and defense, 15% suppression. Carda is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Okay? She is defensive enough that you don't have to put her in something ridiculously heavy, and she could tank hits, especially when you grow her and you put her at risk more often, which I've done. And then when you, of course, are running those special weapons, and then laser rifle, she's one of the few characters that really, in my opinion, hits hard with this and hits with great accuracy. It does have a small accuracy modifier, but for the most part, I feel like this is a fairly inaccurate gun. Just my personal opinion from using it quite often. She's one of the few characters that really destroys with it. So, really, really good. Carda starts really, really weak, requires a whole lot of investment, but turns out to be really strong. And for that reason, I can't put her higher than A tier. She doesn't start strong, but she absolutely will be. Your late game, you're going to want her all the time, but she starts out abysmally. Moving right along, we got Tek. Now, Tek is a phenomenal character. In this playthrough, as you see, I have not taken advantage of Die Hard. It's on the to-do list. I've been playing a lot of the new characters, Wu Wei and everything else, so I really want to give him the love. I still use him in the way of that I put him in harm's way all the time, and so you can see these discipline growths are amongst his highest. So, and that's because he's just constantly taking hits. You see the damage reduction up to 39, the defense stat growths are pretty good. Tek I use a lot. I really, really like him. He doesn't need a lot of squatties. As you can see, he's got the pirate pipe gun. He's got that special weapon. What makes Tek really, really fun is this get motherfucked. Sorry for the language, guys. It's the name. All special weapons can be used without deploying. So this guy gets to stand up straight. Doesn't matter if it requires to be deployed or not, and he's using that weapon. It's bonkers. Absolutely love it. Give him athletics? Yes. Now, he's in the pirate jumpsuit. Once you get that commando suit and you're using it, you're probably not going to want athletics as much, but I don't regret it. I absolutely love it. He gets access to buff tier 1, and I'd suggest you to grab it. Zigzag, no-brainer. He gets fragmentation. If you want to use that, by all means. He gets quick hands. There's some really fun things you can do there, especially with a long bomb. He can do a lot of really good stuff, dude. A lot of really good stuff. Point fire is great. He's got versatility in his build, is what I mean to say. And so, full send, consecutive use of that special weapon. This is absolutely something I'm going to be picking up. Die Hard is it. Die Hard, right here. Minus 90% to incoming damage when the squad leader is hit. Bring 2 squaddies. When they die, it's just him, and he literally is laughing in the enemy's faces as he's taking hits. Stack on Carda. If you bring her and pick up her medic skill, holy, she's going to heal him. He can just do it for days. It's so great. And even without Die Hard, I put him in harm's way, and he's the guy. He's the guy that I trust to soak damage for multiple rounds and to do it well. I seldom am disappointed by his ability to do so. Tek is unbelievable in that way. And then, of course, yeah, he can use these weapons while standing, so he can jump at them, hit them with heavy, big mounted weapons, and not think anything of it. With that said, though, that's kind of his niche. That's where he lives. That's where he's at. Now, he does it really, really well. Is he S tier? Not in my opinion. He is A tier. He's strong from the start. He's great at the finish and what he can do, but he's arguably the best tank in the game, in my opinion, in his ability to soak damage and do things. But I think he's A tier because he's hard locked into that, in my opinion. And so, yeah. Moving right along, we got Jean Sai. Now, Jean Sai is a fun character. Let me just say that. Of course, her nitty-gritty is she gets minus 15% supply costs for her squad and equipment. That's meh. I mean, meh, in my opinion. She gets trinketing, guys. Plus 30% item drop chance when Jean Sai destroys the enemy. This is her bread and butter. Not cake and butter. Bread and butter. This is what she does and does best. This allows her to basically farm for you. If you get her early in your game, you're going to want to run her all the time and use her to secure your kills. That way she's farming and doing really good stuff. And so that's what makes her great. I went full in and leaned on that. And so we got Scavenger. And then I went on down here. I picked up Fragmentation to help secure kills. I use her with a grenade launcher a lot and things like that. And then critical hits. There's a lot going on in here. You can build her a couple different ways. You more or less just want her to secure those kills in the best ways possible so that you get the most loot from your enemies. And that is Jean Sai in a nutshell. Fantastic, phenomenal, amazing. If you get her early game, mid game, she can still do a job and you still find some joy in having her. Probably, especially when things start getting expensive and you start getting access to them for limited times. And so you'll like her. But if you get her late game, it's over. It's done. And like, I'm at a point now where I have so much supply, money, I don't need anything. And so, yeah, using her is not bad by any means, but it's not necessary either. I like to run her cheap, only 2 squaddies. I give her the Pirate Pipe Rifle, of course, over that. But anyways, I use the ASGM too, and I let her just sit back and secure kills with the load-bearing rig. And then, yeah, this is me. This is how I play her. And I know other people play her in other ways, and she can do a job, but her stats are pretty abysmal. And her stat growths are equally abysmal. So she's somebody you got to work really hard to find her a lot of really good use out of. And it just ain't. It ain't for me, guys. It ain't for me. Her precision is amongst the worst starting precision. Like, it is awful. But yeah, for me, Jean Sai has a niche, is very, very useful in that niche, but outside of that niche has no use whatsoever, in my opinion. And so, of course, all characters have value. Of course, you can make them all work. I'm not discrediting that. That's my personal opinion on her. She is a hard B tier because of the amazing utility that she has, but she lacks versatility and doesn't really offer anything outside that, making her B overall. Moving right along, we got Yazhov, Mr. Fedor Yazhov. Yaz. I love this guy. I don't play him enough. As you can see, he's actually got decent staggers. I've played him a fair amount. I want to play him more. That's what I mean to say. So Mr. Yaz has got no mercy, plus 50% accuracy, plus 30% damage when the enemy is wavering or fleeing. He's a finisher, guys. He's a finisher. He makes sure they die and stay dead. I picked up athletics with him because I absolutely think it's a must. Fearsome, 100% more morale damage. That's what this guy does. He's like a debuffer. And so I haven't built him any further, but look, I can't say that word, the babushki. It's basically, I believe, people have told me through the comments, and I appreciate you, grandma's treats or snacks is basically it, which we got some sausage, some bread, and some vodka, good old Russian love. This reduces suppression and heals one squatty. Absolutely a phenomenal ability. If it bleeds, is not the best, especially if the unit has lots of elements in it. It's not great. If they have only a few elements, it's not bad, because then you're doing a consistent amount of damage as long as you're doing some health damage. Not too terrible at all. Close and personal, I've never really found joy with this. Not saying you can't, I just never have. Tank Buster, absolutely love it, but on him, I don't know that I really want him messing with all that. That's up to you, play him your way. He does have lots of versatility, I will say that. Of course, Counter-Strike, put him in harm's way, let him shoot back. Yeah, that's how I like to play him. I like to use him to clear out my infantry, clear out the smaller units, and I have a lot of joy in doing so. Finisher, of course, that goes hand in hand with his innate perk. Berserk, who doesn't love it? It's not the best perk in the world. It's a great perk. It's strong, but yep. And then, yeah, Yaz, this is a really strong character. Has some decent growth potential. Has some decent attributes. And he is very well-rounded and has some good versatility. And he's really fun to play. He's hilarious to listen to. This is a character that I love, is near and dear to my heart. But he's incredibly versatile. Not amazing at anything, I would say, other than finishing units and killing them, which isn't bad, but if you already got him down to that point, you probably don't need him for that. I'd say Yaz is a strong B tier. Love him. Can't say enough good about him, but I think he's a very strong B tier. Just me. One of my favorite mobile infantry, personally. Now, Achilleas. Guys, this guy is... he's a late game warrior, in my opinion. This is somebody who, if you get early in your run, you're going to kind of wish you didn't. That's my opinion. I know there's people probably feel differently. He's so risk-oriented. He does a decent job. You know, he's got some decent stats. Yeah, it doesn't have good stat growth. I haven't used him a lot, as you can see, but I've only just now really moved into the late game where I probably will use him more. He is risk-oriented. I can't say that enough. An expert, I don't think he really has a place to live healthily. Now, if you love that risk and you can create the scenario where he has low HP, let's talk about that first. Spartan Duty. So basically, the lower his HP is, the less HP he has, the more AP he has. And it gets bonkers, okay? It's great. But on expert, when you take that risk, like, you run the risk of getting one shot. You got to be really clever in how you do these things. In fact, you probably want to be the one to do the damage to him to get him down, period. And then you have to calculate when you're going to strike so that he can literally clear the area and maintain his safety before moving forward. It's very much a game of finesse, juggling, walking a tightrope. And so if you like that, this guy can be bonkers. He can get crazy amounts of AP. He can do crazy damage. He gets Tank Buster in Tier 1. Lancer, yeah, as long as he's up close, he gets Armor Pin plus 50%. Like, he gets a lot of different things right here going on. Of course, he's got some Zigzag Engineer protection. Shield Wall is what's going to keep you safe. This is what gives you the confidence to go in. He cannot lose more than 33% hit points from a single attack. And so this is like, okay, this makes you feel better. But it's really... is it enough? On expert, no. Normal, yeah. I'd actually urge you to play this game on normal, not expert. That's just my opinion. Supply cost being tight, it's not fun. You want to play all your guys. You want to have fun. You want to use all your toys. Play on normal. Anyways, critical hits, amazing. Full send, amazing. He has unprecedented damage capabilities, but it literally requires you to gut yourself first before you can really take advantage of it. He has no place in an early game expert run, in my opinion. He is somebody you're taking a lot of risk to use. Unless you're just that good at the game and you're that bored or you really are that interested in playing him, there's nothing wrong with that. That's my opinion on him. Mid game is where you can start to find more utility in him, but once again, you're on a tightrope. Late game is where you can feel free to have fun with him and play him often. And for that reason, I put him C tier. Really strong, really capable of doing some pretty crazy stuff, but at what cost? For me, he's C tier. Lim, this guy right here. Now, 30% discount on promotions. So Lim wants to get promoted fast. That's really useful, honestly, especially now with promotions having the value they do and not raising the supply cost, which they used to do. It's really, really good. Run and gun, minus 10%, 10 AP, not 10%, 10 AP, the next standard attack after moving. You absolutely love it. This is really good. He gets it in Tier 1. Athletics is something you might want to pick up with him. For me, it's not. I keep him as mobile infantry. He's paired with Rewa. Rewa and him go in and they just destroy. They kill whatever. I love it. Now, return serve, plan failure. It's not the best. It's cool to see it's an option. I've got Grenadier. I've used him on him and I've enjoyed it. I would suggest if you're running Grenadier, as you can see, like I don't even have it in my current setup, I would say get him, you know, I would say get him bags and belts and then run it. Yeah, but Grenadier is really good. Counter-Strike, another really good one. Absolutely love it. He goes in. It's a little bit plan failure. Like, you don't really want him to get hit. You want him to hop out of the truck, clear lanes, and not be shot at. But if he does, it's not a huge deal. The Counter-Strike's really good. Berserk, yep, you already know. Wow. Extra AP, really love it. Especially when he's got that run and gun. He can do some really good things there. And then Blaze of Glory. Removes suppression and restores AP. This is a really good one, guys. So if you get him in trouble and you like to put him in harm's way, this is a really, really fantastic ability that is awesome. 0 action points, but it's only 1 time per battle. Can really get you out of some tight spaces and do some big things. Lim is bonkers. He has 7 in his growth potential. And, dude, he's a character that really hits and hits hard. I give him this enhanced EM rifle, and I pay full price for it. And he just lays things down with it. We put on this Rend armor, even the Rend ammo, even with the nerf on it, he still just lays things down with it. He uses this gun the best, in my opinion. I've put it on a couple of different people and used it in a couple different ways. In his hands, it's like it's made for him. That's my opinion. That's just how I feel. Lim is a fantastic unit. I think he's the best mobile infantry unit in the game. And yeah, he is bonkers as far as his damage. He's fantastic as far as his defense. He has a lot of versatility and how he can be ran. You can literally play him just about any way and do so successfully. He's a very, very powerful character. And for that reason, I think Lim is S tier all day long. Moving right on, Mr. Greifinger. Greifinger, holy. Listen, this guy right here, plus 20% accuracy and plus 30% damage versus healthy targets. He shoots units that haven't been shot yet, and he is rewarded for doing so. It's amazing, and he does it very, very well, obviously. Now, moving right along, tier 1, he gets recover. For each enemy element that he kills, he will shed suppression of 20. That's huge, guys. You put this guy in harm's way, he's going to shoot himself out of harm's way. It doesn't get much better than that. You throw on Sharpshooter, he wins the fight in between 2 cover units all day long. All day long. And then you can throw on Zigzag for him, by all means. Vanguard, Grenadier. This right here, though, Deploy Decoy, I cannot tell you how many times this has gotten me out of trouble and has really helped me. This allows you to deploy, I think it's within like 2 squares of him, and then it only costs 20 AP. It's something you can do while shooting, while moving. It's very, very easy to use. It can be used at multiple range, and yeah, you want to make sure the enemy can see it. They don't just automatically see it. It's not taunting them. But as it is deployed, the enemies will prioritize it over your own. They'll even go a little bit past yours to get to it, as long as they can see it clearly. You put this in cover, and then it's going to do even more work for you because it gets all the benefits of cover. Deploy Decoy is probably one of the best skills in the game. Legit. Like, it is unbelievably useful. Very, very good. And he has it, giving him even more utility in your run. Tank Buster, who doesn't love it? It's down here at tier 4 for a reason, because this guy kills and destroys everything. So him having this is just awesome. And then Assassin, if he's shooting isolated targets, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Bonus damage is always good, but it's just extra. He already has so much going on, and really his stats are pretty phenomenal. Stat growths are only 4, but man, he has got some fantastic stats going on in here. Look at this. Like, I use him quite a bit. He's somebody I want all the time. I've got this R22 8A1 MRS on him, and I've got him just in this medium armor basically, and he's unstoppable. I don't even need full squaddies on him. He's unstoppable. This guy is one of the best characters in the game, has amazing barks, probably one of the most fun characters to play in the game, most rewarding, strongest. Holy, this guy is S tier all day, every day. So many S tier characters. Van Plizzle. All right, Mr. Vamplew. This guy has Patrouille de Rien, which can allow him to get extra action points after he's been shot. 4 shots, he gets to use it, and then boom, he gets extra action points. This can be really useful. The problem is, he's not particularly good at taking hits. That's just my opinion. His discipline, damage reduction, defense, He's not particularly good at taking shots, and so for him to take the shots, it never really feels that great. Now, I have found the way I like to play him, and outside of this niche, or being as a very defensive unit, he doesn't have a lot of utility in my opinion. Now, Disdain ignores suppression from dying squaddies. It's planned failure. Stay away from it. He has a starting perk, get athletics. I don't like taunt. I can't. It doesn't work right, in my opinion. It doesn't have the effect of Kody Greifinger's decoy. I use taunt, and I don't feel like it's nearly as effective as Kody's decoy. So that's a problem. I think taunt needs to be reworked, looked at, or something. If you're listening to Overhype, tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me what we can do. Tell me what the plan is. I'm eager to hear it. But taunt, skip it. Athletics is fantastic. Disdain, skip it. Don't get this. You don't want to lose squaddies. He doesn't really want to get shot. I found the way to play him, and it's thanks to you guys in your comments. Shooting Gallery, busted. This perk is amazing. Plus 30% accuracy, plus 30 damage. Gets enemies out of cover. Use this guy to flank. Use this guy to sneak and get around and take advantage of Flamboyant. He's the only one that I'm aware of that has it. I'm pretty sure he's the only one. Minus 30% supply cost for armor. Use it. get this for him and put him in some ridiculously expensive armor. I got him in the Sap Wreck armor, and it's given him a little bit of concealment. And so now he can run around and do his thing and not necessarily worry about getting caught out. And he's a little bit sneaky. And then this armor is nothing to scoff at. It's got some decent armor value. So then when he does get hit, he's just not in trouble. He's going to be pretty resilient. And then he's got his innate perk to get him out of trouble, and he gets bonus action points. This is the way I play him. I go in, conceal, hitting targets hard, picking them off, scouting out. He's a target designator for me. I got him smokes to get him out of trouble in case he needs it. Give him the Stoneclad because you really don't need a lot of squatties to use it. You just need really 2, and they do quite a job with it. In fact, it feels like the Stoneclad does worse the more squatties you have. I don't understand. It's just me. Tell me if you disagree in the comments. And then the Elsa. This thing on him is amazing. I was not a big fan of it at first when I saw it and I started using it, but now I have seen the light. I have come around, and I am a huge fan. Elsa is bonkers. With that said, Vamplew, for me, is a strong unit, but not an amazing one, and he's hard locked in a niche. He is a C tier unit. Moving right along, Ivy. Oh, Ivy. 0 in, minimum 30% chance to hit, period, and or dot. Doesn't seem great, does it? Well, it's actually not bad. Tank Buster and Tier 1, really good. Shoot and Scoot can be pretty good. I think you go back for that personally. Fragmentation, yeah. I think that fragments, I think Kage Ryu talks about it all the time in the comments. You'll see him in the videos and whatnot. Shout out to Kage. He talks about how fragmentations or explosive grenades and things like that, these fragmented elements or units or weapons, not units, weapons aren't really great in the current state of the game. Fragmentation still does a good job with her, and it's not bad in my opinion, but it's not amazing. It's not broken. Hopefully they fix it and they do some things differently where the way the damage rolls is a little bit better. Direct fire, really good. As you're marking those targets, she hits them and hits them hard. Barrage is where she gets nutty. Minus 15 AP, the cost for heavy weapon use. Yeah, tie that with Full Sin, minus 10 for consecutive use. This girl can fire often, fire a lot, and hit hard, especially if the target is marked. And that's where she gets crazy. I like the mortar on her. You can do anything. You can put anything you want on her. Like the twin weapons are heavy weapons, guys. You put that on her, she's going to clear things out. It is absolutely nutty, bonkers. She gets to where she's insane. She can literally single-handedly clear missions for you if she has the ammo and supply. She is a crazy unit. I would urge you, if you're having a hard time in your game and you want it to become easy, run Ivy. Ivy might be the most broken character in the game right now. So then, up next we've got... Sorry guys. There you go. Sometimes you just gotta go to the bathroom. Had to. Anyways, moving on. Next we got Sachin. Sachizi, baby. Strength in numbers, guys. +4 accuracy, +4 discipline for each squatty over 5. In reverse, though, if he doesn't have full squatties, he's losing accuracy and discipline for each squatty under 5. So give this guy as many squatties as you can get. You will not regret it because he gets suppressive fire, guys. Plus 50% suppression caused by squad weapons. And yeah, put him with a good weapon with good suppression and he will do some work. Now, there's lots of weapons out there. Lots of weapons have decent suppression. You got 3 there. You've got 2 there. You've got 3 there. For me, I love the range K-Pack on him. Absolutely bonkers. Does really good stuff. He gets This Is My Rifle. He's one of the only ones that gets it, along with Pike. This Is My Rifle reduces the cost of the weapon, as we talked about with Pike. Really, really good there at Tier 2. Steady Gun, Tier 3. Park him, guys. Park him, and when he's parked, hit hard, hit often. Really, really good. Jump on Grenade can be really good. Can really help him out, especially if you're getting hit by, you know, those rocket volleys and things like that. Nothing wrong with that. He will. This will definitely help out. However, firing line, holy, this thing is amazing. Minus 10 AP for consecutive use. Allows him to get lots and lots of shots in down the line. And then, of course, yeah, this right here, reinforcements. I haven't tested this in a long time, but this was powerful. last time I used it. Very good, very nice, fantastic ability. That's going to allow you to basically just be right back up on your feet. Now, Sachin is a suppression expert. He doesn't have a lot of versatility, but his utility is phenomenal in that he is able to lock down multiple units within a single round and keep them where they're at and suppressed and allow you to do the work you got to do. This is a key mechanic of the game, and this guy is the expert at it. He's not the guy that's seeking the glory. He's the guy that's setting you up for those kills so that you can have the glory. He is a true team player. Sachin, for that reason, is a fantastic character, and in my opinion, is A tier all day long. Doesn't have the best versatility, but holy, what he does well, better than anyone else, and you're going to love him. You're going to wish you had him all the time. Usually, yeah. Anyways, moving on. JG Wentworth. JG Wetteroth, honestly. Oh boy. So, big game hunting, plus 20% accuracy, plus 15% armor pin versus large targets. They have changed this. It used to be just bugs, and then they've moved it on to large targets, period, and or dot. And I'm glad they did. That helped him out. It was definitely necessary. Athletics is absolutely a must. This guy has an action economy that is the worst. 87. I mean, he's grown since I've got him, but like his action economy is terrible. He cannot tank. He cannot move. He needs a walker. He has next to no growth potential. This guy is a horrendous character in so many ways. And usually they have something in their kit that just really is a humdinger and comes through. This guy, in my opinion, does not. I put bags and belts on him so that he has lots and lots of ammo, so he can fire that crocodile, deploy wire slings. This is useless. In my opinion, I have not found good use in it. Drop down in the comments, tell me if you have. I have not. Vanguard, really good on most characters. If the character is good, for him, he just doesn't do a lot. He's not hitting it for me. Finisher, of course, can give him a little more utility, make him better. And then finishing shot, up to plus 50% damage against wounded enemies, scales with their missing HP. If they're already down and they're already out, most of the time this isn't really useful. Now, critical hits is a really good ability, like that one a lot, but this is a lot of investment to make a very bad character mid. Sorry if you're a JG fan. No discrediting, no hating. Play the way you want to. This is legitimately a bad character that, in my opinion, desperately needs something to make him more useful and give him more attention. It's okay to have bad characters in the game, I guess. There's nothing wrong with that. I actually can appreciate that. But right now, it genuinely feels like he's the only one. And that's not okay. So let's decide, in my opinion. Or we want to have multiple bad characters so that we have a nice roster to choose from, or are we just going to have one bad character that just really needs attention, is being neglected? I mean, he is a redhead. He's the redheaded stepchild, I guess. So he's D tier, guys. He's the worst character in the game, in my opinion. And I've tried hard to make him better. Anyways, moving right along to Bog. This is a character that I absolutely love listening to. He's got great barks. Jury-rigged. Removes the vehicle's most severe defect. If there are 2 or more equal level defects, it will randomly fix one. This is pretty good. This can be really useful, especially early game. You find yourself getting in trouble often. This can be very, very fantastic. It's a little bit plan failure, but yeah, it's still useful and good. He gets access to Tank Buster rank 1. This is good. I like that. However, recycled parts, I do not suggest this. Now, it reduces supply costs, but it also reduces HP. I don't know. Maybe you like it. I think this one is very mid. I wouldn't suggest it. Tank Buster Tier 1 is pretty great. Now, he gets access to fragmentation. That allows you to do some really good stuff. Pretty interesting stuff. Hotwire. I seldom am dealing with issues where I'm getting EMP'd. So 50% max AP when hit by an EMP instead of being fully disabled can be good, I guess. But I just don't ever find myself in that situation, so not good, in my opinion. Standby, always love. Critical hits, always love. Overload, plus 50 AP on activation. The squad leader will be stunned the following turn. This can be good. It's a steep punishment, in my opinion, for a small reward. I think that getting bonus action points is valuable. Other squad leaders can do it, but without, I guess, the consequence of this, or it being so steep. I don't know. Maybe it's a little unbalanced in my opinion. Maybe a debuff, but to be just hard stun. I don't know. You guys tell me. Steady Gun at tier 4 is painful. I think this is a good perk, but I don't think it's good at tier 4. But regardless, it's not bad. Lucky Shot. Now this thing requires 30 AP all on its own just to activate. And then his next attack does plus 100% crit chance, plus 50% damage, plus 50% armor pin. I'm divided on this one, guys, and I want you guys to decide. Is this good or not? For me, I found use in it, but man, you've got to do some setting up. You're basically like, you're gearing up, you get ready for Pike to have a really good round, and then he's dead around. And then he doesn't really do a whole lot. So, you guys tell me what you think. I'm not really overly impressed by this. This is another one of those characters I said Pike. I love Bog. I love Bog a lot. I think Mr. Boganwright is a very fun character, but I do think he's neglected. I don't think he's a quote-unquote bad character. I just think that he could be better. If he's not JG Wentworth by any means, I think he's C tier. Right up next is Miss Murdock, one of the first of the new characters we're going to be covering. And Miss Rose here, Murdock, is somebody that I was not excited about at all. With buyout, once per mission, within 8 tiles, Murdock can bribe a civilian, scavenger, outcast, or conscript to fight for you. After use, you gain a free squatty in your manpower pool. I have found that I do really like this. Is it useful in all situations and all time? No, but I do find that I do like this. Now with her, I picked up Expert Pilot. Tank Buster is in tier 1. It's good too. Insurance. Holy guys. She's got a lot going on in tier 1. It's kind of nutty. But insurance is the one. If you have an unfinished or failed secondary objective, Murdock will automatically complete it at mission's end. I'm addicted to this. I didn't think it was going to be a huge deal. I thought it was just going to be like a little small bonus, something that I enjoyed from time to time and I appreciate. Nope, I want it all the time. I love it. I absolutely have to have it. This thing is insane, and it really, really gives her so much utility as a support character. Moving right on, ZB license allows her to disable any kind of technical unit for 1 turn. This can be useful. Nothing wrong with that. Can really get you out of trouble, but it's not useful all the time. I wouldn't suggest you to run it. It's planned failure in my opinion. It is what it is. Of course, quick hands. Yeah, this can be useful too. I always love this perk. Something else. Drive-by. Nothing wrong with this. Can be really good too. As you can see, I haven't picked these up. Short squeeze. This one hurts my heart. They just buffed it from 6 to 8 tiles. It just needs to be indefinite in my opinion. Period dot. In order to have utility. There are stronger perks that do more for less without the triggers and the hoops that you have to jump through. So just take that away, in my opinion. Don't make it 8 tiles. Just make it any. That's just me. I don't know. It's not a huge deal. You're not gonna get this triggering all the time. You're gonna have to work for it, and then you're working for 50% damage on a unit that doesn't have the best stats and doesn't have the best growth potential. So we're doing a lot of work for something that I don't think is gonna, you know what I mean? So just buff it. Just, yeah, that's my opinion. Anyways, Sharpshooter, we always love to see that on her. I haven't yet to use it, but I have yet to really see a situation where I'm like, I wish I had Sharpshooter on her. However, Overtime. When I said that Decoy might be the best perk in the game, or one of them, here comes Overtime, guys. This is also one of the best perks in the game. Once per attack, if Murdock reduces an enemy HP to at least 20%, she will instantly attack them with the same target again for free. This, of course, does not apply to run over. But what it does apply to is ASGMs, rocket organs, rockets in generals. Like, guys, these big, heavy weapons that don't get to fire often and have small ammo counts or are very expensive AP cost-wise to use, she will trigger it. Rocket organ, it's hilarious. You will shoot it, you will level a neighborhood. And in that neighborhood, say you hit 4 or 5 enemies, something in there drops down to that 20%. Well, the rocket organ gets fired again. And it's free. It's free AP, free ammo. This is nutty. You can't tell me something this powerful is in the game, but then yet you're going to try to short squeeze. Whatever. Murdock is a phenomenal character. One of the, if not the ultimate support character. she is S tier all day long, especially with overtime. It is nutty. She's gonna get you manpower. She's gonna get you your objectives, which ultimately gets you compensation, supply, and then she has tons of utility in overtime. She is nutty, absolutely nutty. All right, next is Wu Wei. Wu Wei is one of our newest characters. This guy is planned failure in a nutshell. So dare to die. Endeavor with destiny. The spear of the spine is not easily broken. So yeah, this guy gets plus 3 HP to his squatties, so he basically has buff innately. And then he removes encumbered effect from heavy armor and weapons. So innate buff, basically. I gave him athletics, but I actually regret it. I think this guy should live in commando jet suits. So that's just my opinion. I wouldn't suggest athletic. I regret it. It is still good, especially early game if you have this guy. But you probably won't, because you got to get trust. You'll probably get him like late early game or mid game, regardless. Destination known. Gain 2% damage for every 1% lost HP. Wei Wu's combat effectiveness will be kept closely commiserate with the squad size of that he started with. So basically, the more damage, the more he sustains, the more damage he does. Very, very interesting. It's planned failure, as I said. Divination by combat. Plus 3% damage reduction for each time Wu Wei kills an enemy unit or he is suppressed. The damage reduction caps at 30. This is fantastic. Clearly, you want to take Wu Wei. You want to give him as many squads as you can and put him in harm's way. Do it. Critical hits is one I really love. He has an 8 buff, but give him buff so that he just has more HP. I mean, whatever. Yeah, critical hits is great. First sacrifice. Minus 40% suppression received and plus 10% crit chance after losing the first squaddie in a mission. This effect sticks for the duration of the mission. So this is absolutely something you're going to want. Sorry, guys. You want to put Wu Wei in harm's way. You want him to get a little banged up. Let him lose a squaddie, and then he's going to roll. And he's going to do better with that crit chance. And then, of course, that suppression reduction. It's a big deal. It's really good. But Spear of the Spine is where he really grows and becomes what he's meant to be. And that once per turn, plus 40 action points and plus 100% crit damage when ending movement adjacent to the enemy. So, and then, of course, he has Counter-Strike, which you're going to want that. But this is Wu Wei in a nutshell, guys. Put him in harm's way, press the enemy, be hyper aggressive, and this guy's going to do tons of damage. What does that mean in a nutshell? Wu Wei requires investment. Early game, Wu Wei is not going to feel like anything special. He's not going to feel great. He's going to be very mid. His stats are mid. His stat growth's mid. He's not going to be anything special. But once you've invested in him and you got him up to the point where he has all these perks, then he's going to be really fun. Feel really good, especially when you have all the toys to make him good, like Stoneclad and the Boarding Commando jet suit, whatever. That's when he's going to feel good. So early game, he sucks. Mid game, he can be okay. Late game, he's a ton of fun. For me, he's very mid, and that's where he belongs. Mid. Terrible start, heavy investment, lots of fun once you get there. Exconde, guys. Checking the clock. I got soccer training very, very soon. Exconde is a fantastic unit that I have not used on this run almost at all. He is heavy defense, plus cover level provided by his vehicle of 1. We absolutely love it. He's really, really good. Expert pilot. Yeah, why not? This is a really good thing to have. And then, yeah, moving on. He gets Tank Buster in rank in Tier 1. You're not going to really want that on him, in my opinion. Shepherd. I suggested this before, but honestly, you're not going to really want that either. Maybe you do, because you're going to have people adjacent to him. This still is pretty good. It's not bad. Moving right on down. Zigzag, absolutely want him. Let this guy be a tank. Let him be a tank, 110%. Fervor, minus 4% for AP movement costs when no medium or heavy weapons are equipped. Yes, 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 and yes. Don't put a heavy weapon on him. Don't put a medium weapon on him. And run Fervor, and you will be a happy person. Hotwire, he will be in harm's way. Why not? This is really good for him. Bags and belts, highly suggest on him, because you can pick up the armor accessories that make his vehicle even more hardy. I suggest it all day long. And because of Fervor and Expert Pilot, you're going to offset a lot of the movement penalties and things like that. And then Unbreakable Defect Threshold lowered and prevents heavy defects. Yes, this is amazing on him. And then, of course, minimum silhouette, plus 3% defense for each tile distance from the enemy fire. Why not? Very, very good. And then scout, no brainer. Yeah, sharpshooter. No, guys, he's not doing damage. Divine intervention. Prevents all HP damage from the first attack each round. Armor can still be damaged. Triggers only once per round. This is amazing. Exconde is amazing. He is a paladin. He is the virtuous, altruistic shield. This guy is incredibly niche. He does one job, but man, he does it well. Exconde is phenomenal. He is A tier all day long. You're just not going to want him all the time. I haven't used him at all, and he's still really, really good regardless. And last, but definitely not least, is Corlane. This guy right here, in and out. Sabotage costs 0 AP. Counts as 2 units in capture zones, plus 30% accuracy, eliminate targets. And then neutral units rescued by Corlane have a movement cost reduced by 4. That within itself is a super perk, and he gets it innately. This guy is your objective hound. This guy is amazing for that alone. Put an ice in the veins. Plus 5% defense, plus 5% damage reduction for each point of concealment. Put concealment on him, be happy. He's a tank that conceals and hides, and when the enemy finds him, they don't know what to do with him. They struggle on how to deal with them. Yeah, quick hands. Absolutely love it, guys. This is going to make amazing. It's going to make your pistols amazing. It's going to make your utility costs amazing. I got a target designator on them, and I get to use it for cheap. This is really, really good. Absolutely love it. And then once again, pistols. Can't stress it enough. Door to door. Plus 1 concealment when in medium cover. Plus 3 when in heavy cover. Yeah, and that ties with ice in the veins. It stacks, guys. So you're getting bonus concealment. You're maximizing that cover. Tons of defense. This guy ends up being a crazy tank. Shooting gallery. Can't say enough good about it. This is a really strong perk. Love it. Backup plan. I haven't bought it yet. This is a really good one too. Plus 20% accuracy, plus 50% damage, plus 50% armor pen when using projectile-based accessories. Pistols, i.e. Corlane gains counter-strike for these accessories. Rocket weapons excluded. So really, really good. And then Vanguard, yeah, he's starting deep in enemy territory. He's really good at getting at their objectives and doing so in really huge ways. And then nothing personal. Plus 10 concealment after killing an enemy. Plus 10. Within 2 tiles. Bonus concealment is lost by taking any action, except to end turn. When concealment is at or above 10, Corlane's concealment stat becomes immune to enemy scans, and he gains plus 50% damage when attacking enemies within 5 tiles. This is bonkers. Corlane is bonkers. He is meant to go in deep. He is meant to be in enemy territory. He is meant to tank their hits and to kill them and to be close to them, and he does so in a really big way. The only issue I've ever had with him is just getting him there. Getting him close enough and utilizing the cover. Keep him in cover. Do not get him out of cover. Keep him in cover. Past that, if you can finesse the movement and get that going, like athletics might be something you want on him. Personally, I don't have it on him, and I don't know that I really regret not having it, but I probably would do better with it. It's one thing I haven't tested. I would urge you to test and see. But yeah, Corlane needs to move. He needs to move a lot, and that makes athletics good on him. But man, this dude does damage. And then on top of that, you put him in a low profile suit, go max squatty. He's not crazy expensive for doing it, in my opinion. And then I put the bar mod on him. And when you use the pistols, guess what? Everybody still shoots pistols. It's so good, guys. It's so good. And then this gives them some versatility. Shout out in the comment. It was given to me to do that. Corlane is an unbelievably strong and unbelievably useful character. But he requires some gameplay mechanics so you have to learn, and he's hard locked into that niche. Like, you have to plan that way in order to get the most out of him. Otherwise, he's just a very mid, very basic unit. For that reason, I would say Corlane is A tier. And so, there you have it, guys. This is the tier list. What do you guys think? Do you disagree? Do you agree? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Get down in the comments. Talk to me about it. Tell me what you think. Tell me everything. I'm ready to debate. Let's keep it respectful. And let's, yeah. I hope this gives you some insight. If you're just starting the game, you've not played before, you're not sure you want to play, you're trying to make some decisions, maybe this will give you some insight as to who you want to use, how you want to use them, invest your time and energy in. I wish you luck in that way, and I hope it's helpful to you in that way. If you think I'm worthy, guys, drop me a like and subscribe. It's the free and easy way you can support the channel. Past that, huge shout out and thank you to our soldiers. You guys and gals are the ones who keep the content rolling, me going, and everything flowing. I'm so grateful, y'all. Thank you so much for everything. And yeah, I'll catch y'all later. Bye.